morning, friends. Since it is Crocktober, let's make some Crockpot recipes. But also, I'm going to tie this up with some fall desserts. Some simple, easy, affordable fall desserts. So our first Crockpot recipe, I have had this before, but I have never made this before. So I am excited to try it. You guys have probably seen it before, but anyway, I've never made it, so I'm gonna make it. This is what I called a potato soup starter. This was some potatoes that came out of our garden. They were starting to get a little on the soft side. I washed them all up real good, and I put them in a baggie in the freezer. Oh, I turned it over so you could see, but there's some. I had some green onions on their last limb. They really need to be used up, so what I did was put the potatoes in here, some green onion. I had some carrots I was gonna put in the freezer, so I sliced them up and put them in here as well. So this could be a potato soup starter, it could be any kind of soup starter, but it's gonna be a cheeseburger soup starter for us today. And we've got some tomatoes from the garden, some deer burger, a little bit of cheese. I'm not gonna use all of this, but I'll probably use, like, these are slices of cheese. So this is a pound, I'll probably use half of it, okay? And there's our spices that we'll use. I'll put some bouillon cubes in here and a little bit more onion, because I think the green onion that I put in this, there really wasn't enough to, I mean, you can see some of it, but I think it's gonna need more onion. So I'm just gonna throw all this in the crock pot. No, I lied. I ain't gonna throw all this in the crock pot. I'm gonna put this whole bag, the tomatoes, the onion, the beef broth, spices in the crock pot. I'm gonna cook this up later. It's still frozen. I took it out about an hour ago. It's still frozen. I'm gonna let it keep thawing, and I'll fry it up and add it later on in the day before dinner's ready. And about 30 minutes before it's all done, I'm gonna shred this up and add it as well. Now I do have, let me see. I remembered now that I had this much cream cheese that I had in the fridge that I want to get used up before it goes bad. So I'm gonna add that too at the same time I add this cheese. Let it get good and cheesy and yummy, and then it'll be delicious for supper, I hope. Now like I said, I've had this before, but I've never made it before. So this will be fun. It's pretty easy. I'm just gonna, like I said, chuck these in the crock pot, and then I'll fry that up for later, and we'll see y'all at supper time. I have put a little bit of shredded cheese that we had like in a baggie in the drawer in the fridge that needed used up. And then that package of cheese that I got out of the freezer this morning, I have shredded half of that package. I'm gonna put some in here and give it a good stir. Now these potatoes, I took my scissors in there and I cut a lot of those potatoes in half because they were whole, out of our garden. So I'm gonna give this a stir and add some more cheese after I stir it a little bit. And we will see, I've got the cream cheese in there. We'll see how this comes out. I think it's gonna come out good. Hey friends, it's Wednesday and I thought I would try this lasagna soup. Kind of a lasagna soup. Somebody's bringing some pizza to church tonight, so I thought this would be really good. I had this on the menu to maybe try. and I thought this would be a really good night to try it. So I got a pound of burger. You can use whatever kind of burger you want. I've got just a little bit of lasagna noodles left in both of these boxes, so I'm going to make, you know, one big pot, and then when I get ready to add the noodles, I'll separate a little bit out for the gluten-free. I've got a little bit of cheese. This is what's different. I'm not adding, I don't have any Parmesan cheese or anything, so I'm using what I've got. I've got a little bit of cheese from the fridge, some garlic, and instead of using tomato paste and tomato sauce, this is what I have, and I used it, I think, to make pizzas with, homemade, just like single bread pizzas, or I used it for something. I think that's what I used it for. But anyway, I took it out and thawed it. It comes to about here. So almost a whole jar. I need to get it used up. So I took it out and thawed it, and I got an onion, some Italian seasoning, and then I like corn with my lasagna, or, you know, with my red sauce, I should say. So I'm going to put corn in it also because it's like a soup. And the only thing I'm missing is some bouillon, chicken bouillon, which I'll put in with some water to help make it more soupy. Here's the chicken bouillon that I will use. One little block is to 2 cups of water. So I'm going to do 2 blocks and add probably 4 cups, maybe more, of water to make this soupy. So what I'm going to do is fry up this burger and then put it all together. Okay, you can see in here I have 2 pounds of burger. Why? Because if I'm cooking 1 pound, I'm cooking 2 pounds. I'm gonna have 1 in the freezer, already cooked. You can pop in. I can pop in the microwave. Justin can pop in the microwave, whatever, on a night that I'm at work, and voila, dinner. have let this simmer for a few minutes, not long, just a few minutes. And I'm going to separate it out now, some of it, into this little pot here to keep the gluten-free noodles separate. Okay? Now, I find that this is going to be, now I've never made this before, but I don't have enough lasagna noodles to make like a pan of lasagna. But I feel like this is going to be something that you can make whenever you are, figure out what I'm doing here. When you've got a few lasagna noodles left, but not enough to make a whole pan, we're gonna make some soup. Turn it into soup. All right, this is what we've got. Can you see? Probably not, I don't know. There you go. I'm going to add the chicken broth now, which I made in the kettle. Let me turn my saute off for just a minute so we're not, maybe it won't be boiling, popping on me over here. Or maybe it will, who knows. All right, here's my chicken broth. I'm gonna add some of it because I'm not gonna add all of it because I gotta add it to my pot over here too. I'm gonna go with that much for now. If I need more, I've got some more. If I don't use this, I can always just put it in the fridge or freeze it. Now, I'm gonna get this burner on over here. And this is what I got left in this gluten-free box here. Get it up to a boil. I'm gonna go ahead and put these noodles in there because my water and stuff is already hot. This made quite the mess. I don't know if you can see it, but I have pasta sauce everywhere. All right, now we don't have to go to church for about 2 hours. So this is just about got my noodles where they are ready. What I'm gonna do is transfer this over to my crock pot and just put it on warm and let it just keep going that way. I think over the next 2 hours, it will be perfecto for me. And then I'll have this pot washed and out of my hair and just have this crock pot to wash when I get home. How about that? All right, Instant Pot's still going. I still got it on Instant Pot. I just got it on 4 minutes. It's got 2 minutes left, and then I'm just gonna let that hang out there. All right, y'all, this is our final product. You can serve it with some bread and butter or some garlic bread, but I'm just gonna take it just like this. Somebody can dip their pizza in it if they want to. And it smells so good. Hey friends, it is party day. You don't have any idea what I'm talking about, but the kids are having a little Halloween party here today, and I'm serving chili and a bunch of desserts. It's like a trunk or treat kind of thing. Gunnar has invited all of his friends that drive cars to come and have like a trunk full of candy for the little kids, and by little, Emmy's 11, so sixth graders. But so they've invited a bunch of their friends, and we are going to make some chili. So this is the condition of the kitchen. I've got stuff all over the table for the desserts we're making. We've got 2 crock pots going over here. I have my Instant Pot on the stove because I'm getting ready to, I gotta wash the little pot that goes inside it. But I'm gonna try to make these like creepy deviled eggs looking things, I don't know. But anyway, I saw that and thought it was cool, so I'm gonna try to make that like a spider webby with some food coloring. I'm going to show you the chilies that we are making because I need to get them started the rest of the way. All right, so what I have done is I worked last night. So night before last, I cooked these beans overnight and then Justin put them in the fridge for me. And now they are out here. I need a spoon. I need a holy spoon. Let's see if this is a holy spoon. It's not, but it'll do. All right. So I've just got some white beans that I cooked up in the crock pot. And this is a chicken chili that we're gonna make. So what I have here is I have thawed some chicken and gravy that I had left in here. It'll be fine, we're gonna use that. We're gonna add some black beans, some corn, and I got a couple cans of these green chilies from Aldi. And then Justin and I were out of town the other day, and so whenever we came back through, we came home a little bit late, so we picked up supper for the kids. And chips and salsa came with the supper, and we haven't touched this restaurant salsa, so we're gonna pour this restaurant salsa in there as well. And that should be about it. You know, normal seasonings, salt, pepper, just whatever. I'm gonna use the nature seasons that I always use, but I'm going to put all this in here, and we are going to have us some chicken chili in this crock pot. And that is all for the chicken chili. I do have some avocado, some sour cream that I'm going to serve on the side of that. And then I'll put the rest of this jar out for anybody that wants to put a little bit more of that in there. I do have a little bit of salsa I'll probably put out in a little bowl. And then this can of green chilies I'm just gonna put up in the pantry. Now, let's get started on the pumpkin chili. We have got some brown beans with a little bit of kidney beans that I cooked up here in the crock pot. I've got them warm already. And while we're having this, you add a pound of whatever burger that you want. You do turkey, whatever. I'm gonna do deer. And I've got some pumpkin. Got this humongous can at the salvage store, and it doesn't expire until December 28th, 2025. So, and we got it for $7. But anyway, so we've got some pumpkin, we've got pumpkin pie spice, some tomatoes, some black beans, and some brown sugar. The only thing that's not here that it calls for is chili powder, which I cannot find in my spices. I think that's because it's actually in our camper, but I don't want to go out there and get it right now, so I'll get it later. But maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Probably not. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm going to toss all of this in here. Now this, of course, I'm not putting this entire can. It just calls for one can, like 15 ounces, which is this size can of the pumpkin. So I'm just gonna take a few scoops out of this can and put it in there. And then I've got pumpkin recipes to use some more of this for today. Okay, I've never made this before, but I have to admit, it smells delicious. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to try this, and even if nobody else eats it, I know it's gonna be good, so I'm gonna eat it.
Hallelujah.
This is my nephew Dom. He came to see us today. He's here for our party. I'm making a pumpkin chili. Here, smell this. What you got? Oh, you found it. Smell this. Smell good? Smell good. Told y'all it smells good. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get the kitchen cleaned up from the mess I have made making these chilies, and we'll get started on something else. Okay, we've got the deviled eggs started in the Instant Pot, and we got a kiddo mopping because they can help. Because they can help, it doesn't hurt them. Now, let's do some 2-ingredient desserts. I'm going to start with one that I need to get in the freezer because I don't have a pie crust for it. So we're going to make a chocolate pie. All right, we'll see if you can hear me because we've got the dishwasher going and the mop going and yada yada. But right now we're going to make a chocolate pie. And I call this 2 ingredients because I'm not using a pie crust because I don't need a pie crust because I can't eat a pie crust. But I do have this pie pan. You can use a pie crust if you want. I'm just going to use a pie pan. I have some whipped topping and some chocolate bars. What I'm going to do is I'm going to melt about 1.5 of these. The other half, I'm going to kind of use a knife to make pretties on the top. I'll show you. I think I've made this on my channel before, but why not make it again? Because it's yummy. This is all I'm gonna do to it. I would make sure that your candy bar is frozen. I'm gonna put this in the freezer and maybe put a little bit more on before I present it at the party. But I'm gonna put this in the freezer so that it will freeze up real good and it'll be easier to like slice similar to a pie, or you could just take a spoon and scoop it out. Regardless, it's gonna be a fantabulous dessert. Okay, our second dessert. Our eggs might not turn out, but we're gonna try it anyway. I thought I had like liquid food coloring. I had like gel food coloring, food decorating. I don't know, but it was not liquid food coloring, but we're gonna try it anyway. Dominic and I are going to make our second 2-ingredient dessert, which are gonna be pumpkin spice muffins. Everybody's probably seen these. I've made these for years and they're delicious. It calls for a spice cake and one like 15-ounce can of pumpkin, but
your double eggs are better.
Y'all know. So we are just going to mix these together and put them in little mini muffin pans so they're like bite size, so we can just grab them at the party and go.
Do not try this at home unless you're under age.
Unless you're underage?
Unless you're overage.
Overage.
Yeah.
I had to pause the music because they're jamming out to some Morgan Wallen, so I didn't want to get copyrighted. You don't have to copyright. They copyright y'all. I'm just saying. All right, let's get this going.
So far it's gotten into a pasty kind of way. Okay. When it gets in that kind of pasty way, you want to
put it in these little
tilt over here. You want to like
yep, just a little bit.
Get it in there. Here. And you will be the one putting these into the thing because she knows how to cook. Look at this. Look at this. Look how nasty that looks.
Delicioso.
It's Halloween. It's supposed to look gross.
Yeah, that's Halloween. Or like a...
Push the button again so the record will turn off. All right, Dominic and I's next task is to make this cinnamon roll apple pie, maybe something like that. I saw it on Pinterest and thought it looked fun. I do not have TikTok, but I have heard that this other cinnamon thing I want to make is going around TikTok. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna make them. 2 ingredients: cinnamon rolls and apple pie filling. Here we go. Well, 3 if you count this, but I don't count this. So the 2 ingredients are cinnamon rolls.
She's weird.
That's okay. You're weird too. We'll be weird together.
You're weird.
You're the one wearing Pokemon on your shirt.
Okay, so.
And an apple pie filling.
I wish I had.
I'm gonna spray this pan. Actually, I don't know that I need to spray the pan. What does this say? Preheat oven to 400. Well, my oven's not at 400, so I'll have to heat it a little higher. Right now, my muffins are in there. Place greased pan. Okay, so I do need to spray it. Let's spray the pan. All right, Dom, you want to open cinnamon rolls?
Yes, I've always wanted to bash something against the counter.
Don't you bash it against my glass top stove.
I won't. This is how I do it.
Okay.
First, when I just opened it, this thing just blasted out my gut. I'm like, Chica, oh.
Scared him to death.
It scared the crap out of both of us. Bazooki out of it. I'm gonna drink this.
You can't drink it. It goes on top, silly goose.
What?
All right, so what you do is... Oh, I shouldn't have left these out on the counter, maybe. So...
Auntie.
It's fine. Take it out of there. And we're going to put them and, like, smush them a little bit to kind of make, like, a pie crust. Take one out at a time, you silly goose.
Woo.
That's okay.
He doesn't like me.
That's all right. I think it's because I left them out on the counter. Maybe I should put these in the fridge.
Yeah, maybe. Let's just hope Uncle Sam doesn't come here early. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm home. Okay.
All right. So just kind of roll it back up.
This is why I do not like cinnamon rolls like these.
Our hands can be worst. It's fine. All right, now we're going to smush it down to try and make it like a pie crust.
Oh, lordy lord, please.
Make sure your hands are clean.
My hands are always clean.
You mean after you wash them?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine are always clean too, after I wash them.
Well, J's are never clean.
Rude.
Rude. Nope.
How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are in that? 6 or 8?
Check in the box. Or the other box. So you'll know. Or the wrapper. The wrapper. A lot more.
I don't know what it was going to say.
Oh my goodness. Hey.
Did you guys know that Taylor Swift made the top of the Forbes list? She made the most money out of a musician person or whatever it's called this year. Maybe I'm smashing them too much. How many more you got?
Like
1, 2?
More. Like 3 more.
3 more. Okay. Let's see how many. Let's see if you got 1 or 2. Yeah, next time I won't leave them out.
Yeah. Blame this all
Do
over.
not leave them out on the counter. When I came home from the store, I just left them out on the counter.
Yeah, she messed up. Big
How many's in there? You got 2 more?
I think I got 1 more.
Well, 2, counting the one in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, please. Come out. Please, please. Yes, it's just 1 more, thank gosh. This is the last one.
Okay.
You wanna know something? Some people would
Put that baby in there. Some people would what?
The guy I was telling you about that would say bon appetito and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At the very beginning, like sometime part of the video, he will drink olive oil.
What?
Yeah, olive oil. Yeah, olive oil. He'll go like this.
That would be good.
And drink it, huh?
I don't know if that would be good.
It's actually healthy. It's actually healthy.
All right, so we've made like our crust-like kind of thing.
Apple pie is
this on the top.
good. If you guys don't like apple pie, you guys are monsters. If you don't know the reason of apple pie. You want to know an easy way, Andy, to get all the stuff out? Open the other side. So this is how
I should have opened it from the upside down.
like, you know how I do it?
Yeah.
Well, no, but we don't do it like this, but I found out on a video.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to get mustard paste, tomato paste out of your can, and
Yeah.
it doesn't come out, cut the top and then cut the bottom, and you want to know what you do? Press the bottom so then all of the ones on the top go out.
That makes sense. Oh, hey, look at those muffins through the glass. Are they good?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay, we'll take them out in just a second.
Here, let me get the oven
You want to
mitts.
smooth this out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you smooth that out.
Watch a true smoother do its work. Bon appetito. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I can get copyrighted. But I would love to be with that guy in one video.
Okay.
But he would not like it.
Here, gotta smooth some over there. Oh, no, not that one. That one's on the bottom. Let me show you. Like this one, it's on the top.
You want to know something,
Push
actually?
it right over there.
There's this kid who actually cooked by himself egg fried rice.
Ooh, yummy. All right. I made egg fried rice just the other day. Or I made chicken fried rice with egg in it, though. This says 400, so since these are done, let's heat up to 400.
Uncle Jason.
Now they will just keep the shape and kind of look exactly like they looked when you put them in the oven, but they're delicious.
3, 2, 1. And he didn't make sure if these were done or not, and these ones ain't.
The ones in the dark pan are not done, but the ones in the light pan are done.
I don't know
This
why.
one's not even hot, but anyway.
Andy
There we
messed
go.
it up. She messed up everything.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Make that little smile.
All right.
So Andy's gonna make another one by herself this time because I'm gonna go be honoring.
Be Omri. That's his middle name. All right.
Xander.
I'm going to do another 2 ingredient. I'm going to serve this as a dessert, cinnamon rolls, and you just use cinnamon rolls and heavy cream, and it's supposed to like make them humongo. So let's see it. Tried and true. Let's see. Okay, our apple pie cinnamon thingy we got is done. And I'm just gonna, I left this icing on the stove so that it would be like good and soft. So I could maybe somehow make it look pretty on here. I said maybe now, y'all. I didn't say I was gonna. That's pretty, ain't it? Pretty enough. All right, our time is beeping up on these others. Woo! Now, this is what they look like. turn that oven off. I guess, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this muffin pan over the top of it. Nope, I don't want no air to it. Okay, I'm gonna put this pan, I'm just gonna flip it over the top and let it sit for a little bit, and we'll check on it again in a little while. In the meantime, I have the icing sitting on the stove so it stays like, it doesn't get hard. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, you know what I mean.